So glad that you're joining in on the porch with Dr. Jacqui. I'm so glad that you're coming on in and joining for this special edition. It's a special edition. First of all, it's special because you're here, but I have some important information to share. When the dust settles, when the dust settles. Okay, all right, you know how we do, or maybe you don't. Okay, well, bring your favorite sip of sweet tea, lemonade, cucumber water, bottled water, whatever it is, and join me live on the porch with Dr. Jacqui, where people connect while transformational thresholds happen. Okay, I see you coming on in. I'm gonna give you a chance to come in and get settled. So as you come in, I want you to do me a favor. What I want you to do is invite someone to join you right now, because we're gonna be talking about what happens when the dust settles. A lot is going on, and we're going to talk about this. So go ahead and share, and tag. Like, share, and tag a friend. Contact them, email them, or text them, or whatever it is you need to do. But I want you to make sure that you are part of this conversation on the porch. And if you're catching the replay, first of all, I want to say thank you. Thank you for taking the time to stop by. But if you're catching the replay, just type #replay, #replay in the comment section. And then I'll know that you were here. And then we can kind of build this porch moment together. All right. So some of you are saying, oh, yeah, there's Dr. Jack. And then some are saying, now, who is that? Okay. Well, for the who is that folk, I'm going to say that I am Dr. Jacqueline White Maxwell, Dr. Jacqui. I am your host, and I am a leadership and transformational coach, an author, an advanced grief recovery specialist, a speaker. There's a lot going on, but I am the proud founder and the CEO of Jack Lavelle Coaching and Consulting Group. And for over 35 years, I've been walking with people, walking with men, women, adolescents, organizations, but I'm walking with people through those life's challenges, helping them to conquer obstacles, helping them to move from one place to another. You know, that's what a coach does, and step into their true destinies with clarity, in their true purpose with confidence. So this broadcast is being sponsored by Jack Lavelle Coaching and Consulting Group, and it was created with you in mind. So because I believe that the world is craving something deeper right now. Yeah. And it's not, so this is not just content and information, but it is an opportunity to create and build community. It's not just noise, so stop scrolling. It is connection. So why on the porch? And I'm sharing this because people have asked me, so why do you call this On the Porch with Dr. Jacqui? And it's a great question, but I want to say this so that you all can hear it, because the front porch has always been, and not just the front porch, the back porch too, but the porch has always been where community is created. And it's where we share stories, we share insights, we share laughter, we eat watermelon, we braid hair, we share struggles, but we also celebrate each other. That's what the porch has been. And so here on this porch, we're crossing thresholds through connection and collective wisdom. And so this is your welcome mat, a place created to enlighten, engage, and empower. Okay? All right. So we're going to be talking about when the dust settles. Yeah. Now, we've all experienced and lived through some dusty moments, you know, it might have been grief, it might have been change, some kind of hiccup in life, a transition, a breakdown. How about a breakup? Yeah. Any change kind of in a familiar pattern of behavior, an organizational shift. But if you've ever sat still long enough after a storm, think about it. Sometimes, the most sacred moments come not in that storm, not in the chaos, but the clarity starts coming. The calm is after the storm. So let's get busy and let's walk through this together. And I'm gonna give you 4 key points. I'm gonna stick to my word, and we're gonna move quickly. So stay with me. Stay with me. Don't leave me. All right. And if you're in the here, and you put a 1 in the comment section if this is already resonating with you. Those dusty moments when the dust settles. Good evening. Good evening from Pastor Janice Bishop. Thank you so much for sharing in with us. All right. So let's go. So first of all, the first key point I want you to think about is number 1. Clarity comes in the stillness. Think about that for a second. Clarity comes in the stillness. All right. When the dust settles, what was once kind of clouded, foggy, you really couldn't see your way, started to become clear. You started to see what was real, what was really going on, what was really happening, and what was really just some noise, okay? Some thunder, some clapping, some thunderclaps. And probably more than not, you started to begin to hear again. Yeah. You started to hear, you might even started to hear from God again. And you realize, I haven't been by myself in this storm. He's been with me. Or I haven't been by myself because I've been in community and there's been some others who've been with me. That's what that common unity is all about. Okay? All right. We're going to move. Let's move quickly. Okay, so what's the second one? Your core has a voice. Your core has a voice. See, your core, that's your inner being. One of the things that even when I had a physical therapist, and when I had persons working with me on my physical well-being, I always heard you need to strengthen your core. See, your core is your inner being, but it's also your gut. And that's where truth lives. So after everything settles, after the dust settles, that's where the voice starts getting louder, when there's more clarity. Okay, stay with me. So the first one is, let me hear you. That's right. Clarity comes in stillness. Be still. Okay. The second one, your core has a voice. And then thirdly, let's talk about this third one. Everything broken doesn't need to be rebuilt. Everything broken does not need to be rebuilt. See, don't be so quick to run back and rebuild. Okay? Sometimes God allowed it to fall. God allowed it to fail. God even allowed it to happen because it's not going with you into your next. It's not going with you into your future. Yeah. Some things are not meant to be resurrected. Some things are meant to be released. So put something in the comment section if that resonates with you, that not everything, and I'm going to even say everybody, not everything and not everybody deserves to go with you into your next. So everything broken does not need to be rebuilt or reestablished. All right, let's go on to number 4, because I know some of you want to put some questions in the comment section. Go ahead and put the questions in the comment section, and I'll get to those in a moment, but I'm rolling. What remains is the foundation. What remains is the foundation. Now we're talking about what happens when the dust settles. What remains is the foundation. So what's still standing? Think about it. See, that's where you begin again. You start from what's left, not from what you left, but from what's left. That's carrying you into your next. That is strength in what survived. What remains is the foundation. Wow. That's something to think about. In the comment section, let me check and see. Yes, I'm getting some good feedback, some good responses. Now, let me say this for a second. Everything that I'm sharing is about the core. Yeah, when the dust settles. You see, it lives in the core of what I do. And every single day, through what I call my calling, my transformational coaching, it has transformed me, and I've done the work in order to I can help others do the work. I coach leaders, I serve clients who might be even deep in their grief. I walk with professionals through transformation, helping organizations, helping people to reclaim what has been or what needs to be. But I don't stop at that emotional, and I don't stop at that spiritual. I come from a whole perspective. You see, I've even partnered with some wisdom, some persons who are wise, and talk even further about gut, brain, and spirit connection. Because you can't carry your purpose if your core is kind of leaky. Yeah, that's called that leaky gut. So in order for you to protect your peace, it's necessary to make sure that core is taken care of. Our health is sacred. Our health is our wealth. And if your gut is off, so is your clarity. If your gut is off, so is your energy. If your gut is off, if it's out of whack, out of balance, so is your calling. So I encourage you, if you want to know more about who I am and what I'm doing, I encourage you to head on over to the website. You know, I'm always sharing new information, whether it's a podcast, a broadcast, a blog. Head over to the jacqui.com. And I guarantee you can find additional information about what I'm discussing, as well as an opportunity to make a connection. So if you're joining us for the first time, I'm going to ask you to put a 2 in the comment section. If this is real new to you and this is like, wow, I didn't see this coming, put a 2 in the comment section. So we need to recap. As I told you, we won't going to talk about this long. So let's go back. Number 1, when the dust settles, here's a little bit about what we've discussed tonight. Number 1 is what was once clouded becomes clear. So that means you got to be still in order for it to be heard. That transitions us into the number 2. Your core finally gets a voice. Your core, your inner being, your gut, that's where truth lives. After everything settles, then that voice can be heard, and it gets louder. It gives you some direction, and you know you're going somewhere. Number 3, don't be so quick to run back and rebuild, because not everything deserves or needs to be rebuilt. You know, those necessary endings. Yeah, necessary. It's important because it needs to happen. It fit before, but it's not going to fit where you're going. And then number 4, everything broken. I'm sorry, that was number 3. We talked about everything broken doesn't need to be rebuilt. Number 4 is what remains is the foundation. Now, a whole lot is going to be built on that foundation. So what's still standing? That's where you begin again. Start from what's left, not from what you left. Start from what's left, not from what you left. not from who you left. So let me share. There's a quote that I saw. If you are grasping for air, you can't help other people. If you're grasping for air because you feel kicked in the gut, if you're grasping for air because you're not sure where you're going, if you're grasping for air because you haven't been taking care of that core, I guarantee you, let's take a look at what happens when the dust settles. So ask yourself this. When the dust settles in your life, what's still standing? Think about that a second. When the dust settles in your life, what's still standing? And are you willing to rebuild from there? Are you really ready to move forward? You don't have to figure it out alone. You don't have to figure it out right now. But you do need to be still in order to have the clarity. Your core does have a voice. Not everything deserves to be rebuilt. And what remains is the foundation. I encourage you to visit me, jacklavelle.com. You can hear all about what we've discussed today. Find out how you can step into your next. If you want to know about how to give your body what it needs to come back into alignment, you can go to my lovebiome.com webpage. If you want to share this video, you can do that. Or if you just want to reach out to me and share about what's going on with you, that complimentary destiny session, that's for you. I guarantee you won't be disappointed. Thank you so much. Until the next time, remember, keep the light on, because everything happens good on the porch. Until next time, I meet you back. See you soon. Bye-bye.